Welcome to The Application, a podcast focused on actionable takeaways to help you level up your marketing and enrollment management game. I'm your host, Dr. Allison Tercio, Assistant Vice President of Enrollment and Marketing at Siena College. Join me every Tuesday for discussions with some of the best minds in higher ed marketing and enrollment management. The Application is part of the Enrollify Network, a robust collection of podcasts designed to help higher ed professionals like you grow. Explore our other shows at enrollify.org or check out some of my personal faves linked in the show notes below. Enrollify is made possible by Element 451, the leading AI-powered all-in-one student engagement platform, helping institutions create meaningful, personalized, and engaging interactions with students. Learn more at element451.com. Thanks for joining part one of the Application's special mini-series, AI for Yield Season. If you're an enrollment marketer, enrollment professional, financial aid counselor, admissions recruiter, you know yield season is one of the busiest and most critical times of the year. But here's the good news. AI can help us. I'm going to share how across 4 episodes in this series. Today, we're breaking down what AI can and can't do for you. I'll walk you through a few real-world scenarios where AI can simplify your work, make your outreach more effective, and even help you reclaim some time in your day. And don't worry, no tech expertise required. And in most cases, no money even required for these ideas. So let's start with what AI can actually do for you right now. Imagine this. I don't think you even have to imagine it because it's probably something that's happening. You've just wrapped up a long day. Maybe you're reading files, maybe you were putting out financial aid packages, you were creating ads, and now you've been asked to follow up with a list of students who attended an accepted Students' Day. You're staring at a blank email draft and thinking, what can I say that will stand out and get a response from the student? This is where an AI tool like ChatGPT comes in. You can prompt it with something like, write a friendly email to a student who attended Accepted Students' Day, mention how we're excited about their interest in the business program, make sure to ask the student a question they can respond to. In seconds, it gives you a draft. Hi, student. It's great to see you at Accepted Students' Day. I hope you enjoy learning about our programs and community. I wanted to highlight something I think you'll find exciting. Our business program offers a hands-on internship for all juniors. When you think of your college experience, does it include internships? And here's where we quickly get into what AI can't do. Because if we're being honest, it sounds pretty bland and it sounds pretty generic. And I'm positive it doesn't sound like something you would actually write to a student. But that's where you come in. Take this and humanize it. Personalize it to the student even more. Customize it to your school. Give it personality. The key here is that you're not starting from scratch. And you've saved yourself at least a couple of minutes per student. Go ahead, multiply the minutes you save by 50 students, and it's pretty easy to see you're working way more efficiently. And you're able to focus more on the personal piece of it. There's a way you can do this and make it known that the email could only have been written for that particular student. And that's how you can stand out in a crowded inbox. More on what AI can't do in a few. First, let's walk through a second example. Let's say you're preparing for a virtual meeting with a student. This example would work for anyone doing one-on-one conversations with prospective students or their parents, including admissions and financial aid counselors. It could be in person, it could be before or after a tour, it could be over Zoom. There's so many scenarios that you could apply this one to. Now, normally when you know you're meeting with a particular student, you might spend a few minutes scanning their file to figure out what to talk about. With an AI tool, you can type in something like brainstorm key points for a chat with a student interested in biology who attended the admitted Students' Day and is from the local area. And so it might generate a summary like student plans to major in biology, attended admitted Students' Day, asked about research opportunities, lives out of state but is considering living on campus. Now you've got a clear roadmap for your conversation, which actually lets you focus on being more personable in person and helpful instead of scrambling to remember those really specific details about the student. It's going to feel like a personal conversation because the roadmap is driving you there. Now let's talk about what AI can't do. It's important to remember that AI is a tool. It's not a replacement for you or your expertise. I like to think of it as an excellent helper or a tech-driven intern. So for example, AI can help you write a draft email or craft a script, but it can't deliver the empathy, the warmth, or personal connection that comes from a real human conversation and connection. So a student might appreciate a perfectly worded email, or maybe not. Maybe they're not as discerning on those perfect words as we might be. But we all know that what truly impacts their decision of what to college to go to is how supported and valued they feel. I did my whole dissertation on student decision factors in choosing their college. And what I really found, it was feelings that drove that decision. And that's really something only you can provide. AI is technology. It does not have feelings. AI also can't make those strategic decisions for you. It can help you. It can provide information. It can analyze data. It can give you pros and cons, but it can't tell you which students to prioritize or how to allocate your time. It can't help analyze data and give you insights. Well, no, I'm sorry. It can help do those things. That's not what I meant to say. But at the end of the day, you're the one who knows your student pool the best. You're the one who knows your institution the best. AI can't do that part. It can give you that starting place, but you really got to add the human elements to it. So here's how you can get a quick start and test some things out using AI during yield season. No overwhelming tech setup required. So step 1, start by playing around with some AI writing tools. Tools like ChatGPT or Grammarly, those can help you draft those personalized emails faster. For example, you could say, write a thank you email for a student interested in engineering who attended a recent tour. Mention the hands-on lab that they got to see and ask a question that will help me to get them to know them better. Try some different prompts. Get a feel for how AI can help you with the writing piece. We're all going to have different comfort levels and different needs when it comes to this. So get out there, explore so you can find out what feels right and what feels helpful to you. And as you do this, I would love to hear from you. Shoot me a direct message on LinkedIn or an email at allison@allisontercio.com. Step 2, use AI to prepare for a call or virtual meeting. We talked about this. Just try it out once. Before picking up that phone, ask ChatGPT to help you summarize key points about the students based on what you already know about them, their program of interest, past interactions, questions they've asked. Try it out and after reflect. What worked well? What didn't? What would you tweak moving forward? Step 3, stay human. Think of AI as your assistant, not your replacement. The more time you save on repetitive tasks, the more time you have to build those real connections with students. AI can help you with scale for sure. We're going to talk about that in the next episode, but don't do it at the expense of building high quality connections. Think instead of the ways AI can help you to be even more personal. I don't have any more answers, or I should say I don't have all of the answers. I have some ideas, but you're going to have ideas, I'm sure, based on some of the things that I talk about in these different episodes. So that's it for today's part 1 of AI for yield season. Remember, AI isn't about replacing the human element of what we do. It's about helping you work smarter so you can focus on what really matters, connecting with students and helping them see their future at your institution. So in the next episode, we'll dive into how to personalize outreach at scale using AI. Even if you're juggling hundreds of students, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. The application is part of the Enrollify Podcast Network. If you like this podcast, chances are you'll like other Enrollify shows too. Our podcast network is growing by the month, and we've got a plethora of marketing, enrollment, and higher ed tech shows that are jam-packed stories, ideas, and frameworks, all designed to empower you to be a better higher ed professional. Our shows help higher ed marketers and admissions professionals find their next big idea, and they feature a selection of the industry's best as your hosts. Learn from Jamie Hunt, Seth Odell, Day Kibbles, Jeremy Tiers, and so many other of your favorite higher ed leaders. Enrollment is made possible by Element 451, the leading AI-powered all-in-one student engagement platform, helping institutions create meaningful, personalized, and engaging interactions with students. Learn more at element451.com.